Once upon a time, a monk used to live in a monastery with several other monks. One day he decided to meditate alone in a lonely place, away from the monastery. There was a lake nearby where very few people used to visit. So he decided to go on that lake to meditate. When he reached that lake, there was no one else there. He took a boat to the middle of the lake. When he reached in the lake, he tied the boat to the surface underwater to keep the boat in place. There he sat with his eyes closed and began his meditation. After a few hours of undisturbed silence, he suddenly felt a bump of another boat colliding with his boat. Monk got disturbed, but he still did not open his eyes. After some time, again he felt another bump, and then with his eyes closed, he sensed that his anger was rising, but still kept his eyes closed and stayed silent. After a while, again he felt another bump, and this time he was ready to scream at the boatman who dared to disturb his meditation. When he could not control anymore, he opened his eyes and looked towards the other boat to scream. But to his surprise, he saw that it was an empty boat that had probably got untethered and floated to the middle of the lake. As soon as the monk saw that, at that moment he achieved self-realization and understood that anger was within himself, and it merely needed the bump of an external object to provide it out of him. From then onwards, whenever the monk would come across someone who tries to irritate him or who tried to provoke him to anger, he would remind himself that other person is merely an empty boat. The anger is always within him.